Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako nga po pala si Sir Gian at ito po ang Numeron G. So pag-usapan po natin sa video ito ang constructing probability distribution. How can we construct probability distribution? Ano nga po ba ang context nito? Or bakit ba natin ito pag-aaralan? No? Kung napanood mo yung random variables natin na lesson 1, ay magigets mo yung concept nito. No? So panoorin mo muna yung video sa random variable, no? Bago mo balikan ito, tsaka mo balikan ito pag nag-gets mo na siya, okay? So, huwag na tayo magpahuli pa at simulan na po natin ang pag-aaral ng constructing probability distribution.
Pag-usapan po natin ngayon sa video ito ang constructing probability distribution. What is the essence of this lesson? Ano nga po ba ang mga dapat natin pang matutunan when it comes to constructing probability distribution? So, dapat ang bawat isa ay alam ang concept ng random variable. Pangalawa, at knowledgeable kayo sa pagkuha ng sample space. At yung pangatlo po ay dapat knowledgeable po kayo sa tree diagram. Kasi ginagamitan po ng tree diagram ang pagkuha ng sample space. Pero may ilang mga magagaling sa math ang hindi na kailangan nito. Pero this is for the basic approaches of the studying constructing probability distribution. Now, decision making is an important aspect in many business, education, insurance, and other real life situation. Maraming mga bagay. Commonly kasi, ang pag-construct ng probability distribution is the concept of decision making. At bago tayo mag-decision, syempre alam natin ano ba ang pwedeng mangyari. Pag ba ito ang pinili natin, ay tama ba na ginawa natin ito? Pag ito kaya ang pinili natin, tama kaya na mangyayari ito? Kasi meron kasi kaming tinatawag na probability of success and probability of failure, no? So, hindi ko nababasahin to, hindi ko natatapusin itong konteksto na to, basta it is the concept of probability. It is the chances shows of numerical. Max. Yan. Now, so constructing probability distribution or a probability mass function of the values, a random variable can assume and the corresponding probabilities of the values. At ibig sabihin lamang po nito ay yung pagko-construct or pagdi-distribute ng mga sets of probabilities equally or not equally. Basta po makuha lang natin yung kabuuan uh, ng probability distribution. Now, so how can we determine or how can we construct probability distribution? Step 1, determine the sample space using the tree diagram. Step 2, get the sample space from the step 1 and put each outcome in a table. And then to step 3, get the random variable of determine the outcomes from the step 2 and construct a probability table. Okay? So now, suppose example number 1, which is entitled tossing 3 coins. Suppose 3 coins are tossed. Let x be the random variable representing the number of tails that occur. Find the probability of each of the values of the random variable x. Let t represent tails and let h represent heads. Now, inuuna yung tails. Kasi nga, bakit? Kasi yun yung dinedetermine natin, yung tails. Pero kung heads naman ang dinedetermine, edi heads ang unahin natin. Now, paano natin ano ang ibig sabihin ng constructing probability distribution? Sabi nga niya, find the probability of each of the values. Ibig sabihin, aanapin daw natin yung tatlong tails, dalawang tails, isang tails, at wala. So, aanapin natin yung mga possible or yung mga probabilities na mag-o-occur po sila. Okay? So, let's start. Step 1, let us determine the sample space using the tree diagram. So, kung napag-aralan na po ninyo yung random variables, magigets nyo po itong lesson na ito. No? Tree diagram. Since tree diagram, mahanapin po natin yung sample space nila. Una, syempre since 3 coins, una kukuha tayo for 1 coin only. Always remember that the standard outcome of a coin is 2, which is the heads and tails. Pero as of this moment, uunahin po natin yung tails. Kasi ka po, ang dinedetermine natin ay tails. Okay? Malinaw po ba? Now, since for sa 1 coin is tail and heads lang, syempre mag-e-extend pa po tayo ng another diagram. Another diagram for tail, heads, tail, and heads. Now, so this is for our 2 coins. Yan. Para yan sa dalawang coin. No? So, syempre, hindi pa tayo natatapos. Bakit po, sir? Kasi nga, 3 coins yung nasa problem. So, we can extend another diagram. Yan. I-extend lang po natin siya. Yan. Then, tail, heads, tail, heads, tail, heads, tail, and heads. Now, so this is now for 3 coins. So, ibig sabihin, kompleto na yung coins natin. So, tail, head, tail, heads. Kasi nga, kaya ko inuuna yung tail kasi yun po yung yun po yung hinahanap ng problem, yun yung dinidetermine. Now, so let us go first. What is the first sample space? First is T, T, T. So this is tatlong heads. Okay? So tapos na tayo dito. Let's proceed to the next. Tail, tail, and heads. Tail, tail, and heads. Yan. Okay? So sana po nasusundan ninyo kung paano kumuha ng sample space gamit ang tree diagram. No? So, napanood nyo naman na rin ito sa random variables. Tail, heads, and tail. Tail, heads, and tail. So, wala na rin ito. Then, next is tail, heads, heads. Tail, heads, heads. So, wala na rin ito. Wala na rin ito. At the same time, wala na rin po yan. So, now we are now proceed now to the fifth sample space. Is tail, heads, heads. Head, tails, tails pala, sorry. Head, tails, tails. Head, tails, tails. So, done. Next is heads, tail, and heads. Heads, tail, and heads. So, wala na rin ito. Wala na rin po ito. And then, the second to the last is heads, heads, tails. This is heads, heads, tails. And then, yung parehong heads. Heads, heads, heads. So, I hope na sana nasusundan po ninyo yung ating discussion. No? So, sana po nasusundan po natin siya at nagigets po natin kung paano kumuha ng sample space gamit yung tree diagram. Now, get the sample space from the step 1. So, kukunin na daw po natin yung sample space mula sa step 1 at make sure na nakasunod-sunod siya. Pansinin ninyo, yung nasa yung nasa tree diagram ng step 1, hindi siya nakasunod-sunod. Pansinin ninyo, ang tail dito 3, ang tail dito 2. Ang tail dito, 2 din. Dito rin 2. Dito, isa, tapos isa din wala ng tails. Ibig sabihin, class, kapag po magpo-form po tayo ng sample space, dapat po naka-form siya or nakasunod-sunod siya pababa. Kasi base dun sa number of dinidetermine ng problem. Now, so kukunin natin yung sample space. So, pagkakuha natin ng sample space, ilalagay lang natin yung bawat sample space doon sa isang table. So, yung possible outcome, ibig sabihin yan yung 8 sample space na na-solve natin gamit yung tree diagram. And then, the values of random variable x, number of tails, then t, alamin natin siya numerically. So, ilan ang tails dito? 3. Dito, ilan? 2. So, ibig sabihin, class, pababa pa rin siya. At make sure to be exact count po talaga si possible outcome at yung dinedetermine. Okay, so yan. Now, proceed tayo ngayon sa step 3. Ito sa step 3 class, ito yung pinaka-highlight ng constructing probability distribution. Now, so sabi, get the random variable of the number of outcomes and construct a probability table. Now, ito po yung itsura niya ng probability table na gagawin po natin. So, ang gagawin lang po natin ay, una, since number of tail x, 0, 1, 2, 3, saan nakuha yan? Kasi pwede kasing 0 ang tails, pwedeng 1 ang tails, 2 ang tails, at 3 ang tails kapag nagtotoss po tayo ng 3 coin. Now, ano yung ibig sabihin ng number of occurred tails? Sa number of occurred tails, aalamin lang natin kung ilang beses pang naulit yung mga number na sinabi kay number of tails. Unang-una, ito, itong 0. Si 0 ito siya, 0. Yung number of occurred tails, aalamin mo siya kung ilang beses na ulit, which is isang beses lang. So, this is 1 time. So, the answer for this is 1. Nakukuha? Okay. Next. Paano naman dito sa 1? Aalamin mo kung ilang beses na ulit yung 1. So, 1, 2, 3. So, the answer is 3. Okay? Then, next. Sa number 2 naman, ilang beses na ulit yung number 2 mo? So, bibilangin mo ulit dito. 1, 2, 3. So, this is 3 din. And then, this one sa 3. Ilang beses? Isa. So, isang beses lang siya. So, therefore, ito yung ating, yan na yung natin. Hindi na natin kailangan yun kasi ang purpose lang noon ay para makuha natin yung number of occurred tails. The next, we have now the summation of f. Sir, bakit naglalagay ka ng summation of f? Kasi nga, dito sa p of x po kasi natin, meron siyang summation of f. When we say summation class, kukunin natin yung sum. Yung sum ng f. Asan po ba yung mga f? Eto, yung nasa column 2. Ay, tama, nasa column 2. Ia-add mo lang lahat yan. Which is 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 7 plus 1 is 8. So, therefore, summation of f is 8. Okay, now, paano tayo magsosolve ng probability niya, which is f over summation of f? So, una, lagyan lang muna natin siya. Actually, class, hindi po ini-encourage na lagyan ng formula ang table ng statistics or ng probability table. Kasi hindi na siya magmumukhang probability distribution. Magmumukhang solving na siya sa algebra. Okay? Now, so, kaya ko lang ito ilalagay because this is your guide. Guide nyo lamang po ito. Now, first one, the value of f is 1 per column. Ito siya, 1 per row over the summation of f, which is 8. Yan. So, therefore, ayan na siya. 1 over 8 na siya. And then next, dito naman, yung value of f sa part na to is 3. And then, yung value of summation of f is 8. So, ibig sabihin, meron siyang exact pattern, meron din siyang common pattern when it comes to solving the probability distribution or to construct probability distribution. So, buburahin ko na ito para mas alam po ninyo yung ating context, no? Para medyo mag-gets natin at masundan po natin. Now, sa moment na to, so ang f over summation of f, which is the value of f here is 3 kasi katapat niya yung 3 doon. And then yung summation of f na 8. Then, ganun din. Dito naman, ang katapat na f niya ay yung 1 over 8. So, therefore, this is our answer is step 3. Ayan. Ayan. So, burahin na po natin to. Ayan. So, therefore, ayan na po yung ating sagot sa step 3. Nakapag-construct na tayo ng probability distribution. And for the conclusion, ito tatandaan nyo class, yung conclusion nyo, kukunin nyo lang dun sa sagot nyo dito. Okay, dyan sa step 3. Now, pagkakuha nyo ng conclusion, gagawin nyo lang pong horizontal presentation yung graph nyo at tatanggalin nyo lang yung number of occurred tails, which is yung nasa gitna. No? Eto, tatanggalin nyo lang to, wala na yan. Tanggalin nyo lang yan. Then, ang magiging sagot mo dapat dyan, therefore, or the conclusion, the probability distribution or the probability mass function of random variable x are, yan. So, yung 0 tails daw is 1 over 8, yung 1 daw is 3 over 8, yung 2 daw is 3 over 8, at yung number 3 is 1 over 8. Okay? Yan. May question po ba? Nakukuha po ba natin? Yan. Magaling. Sana po nakukuha po natin yung lesson. Now, let us proceed now to our next. No? Sabi, 2 balls are drawn in succession without replacement from an urn containing 5 red balls and 6 blue balls. Let y be the random variable representing the blue balls. Construct the probability distribution of random variable y. So, sa problem na to class, may dalawang bola daw, no? May dalawang bola daw na dinraw in succession without replacement na naglalaman ng 5 bola at 6 na asul. Ang gagawin lang natin, pag pinagsama daw natin pong 5 bola at 6 na 5 pulang bola at 6 na asul na bola, kukuha tayo ng dalawa. Ngayon, anong tinatanong niya? Number of blue balls. Since the number of blue balls, construct the probability distribution of random variable y. So, random variable y. It means, aalamin daw po natin ang probability ng dalawang blue na makukuha natin, isang blue na makukuha natin, at walang blue na makakukuha natin. Ilang kaya ang probabilities na kapag kumuha tayo ng dalawang bola mula sa pinaghalong 5 at 6 na blue, ay dalawa siya. Isa at wala. I-distribute natin yung mga probabilities niya. Now, step 1, determine the sample space using the tree diagram. Okay? So, dito, since 2 draw, unahin natin sa unang draw. So, ang dinedetermine is blue at blue, no? So, uunahin natin yung blue, tapos red. Now, since dalawang draw, mag-extend pa tayo ng isa pa. Yan. Isa pa. Yan. So, this is blue, this is red, this is blue, this is red. So, this is 2 draw. So, nakadalawang draw na tayo. Now, what are the sample space? First sample space is B, B. Yan, B, B. Ibig sabihin dalawang blue. Okay, next. B, R. B, R. It means, yung unang kuha mo daw ay blue at ang pangalawang kuha mo ay red. Okay? The next, red, blue. So, R, B. Ibig sabihin, class, pwedeng unang kuha mo ay red, pangalawa ay blue. And then yung pangatlo is red, red. Ibig sabihin, parehong red. So, therefore, this is our sample space in through succession of drawing in an urn. Now, step 2, get the sample space from the step 1 and put each outcome on a table. So, katulad lang din siya ng step 1 or ng random variable. So, ganyan lang po ang gagawin natin. Kung paano ko po ginagawa yung random variable sa lesson 1 ay ganun nyo rin po siya gawin. Okay? Dapat nakasunod-sunod din po siya. Okay? And then step 3, get the random variable of determined outcomes and construct a probability table. So, ito siya. So, katulad pa rin siya nung kanina. So, first, since 0, 1, 2, pwede kasing walang blue balls tayo makukuha. Pwedeng isa din at pwedeng pareho ay blue balls. Now, yung value ng 0, so 0, aalamin lang natin dito kung ilang beses yung 0. Aalamin lang natin dito sa ating random variables. So, ilan ang occurred number balls dito? Sa 0, isa. Very good. Dito kaya sa 1, ilan? Dalawa. Very good. So, this is 2. And then sa number 2, ilan? Isa. So, nag-iisa lang naman siya. So, this is 1. So, bago natin isolve yung summation of f over summation of f, isosolve muna natin yung summation of f. So, sa summation of f, kukunin lang po natin yung sum ng f, which is ito. So, 1 plus 2, that is 3, and 3 plus 1, that is 4. So, our summation of f is 4. So, alisin na natin ito. Thank you so much sa random variable na to. Now, aalamin natin yung f over summation of f. Kung natatandaan mo, ano yung f natin? Very good, 1. Kasi, yung value ng f sa katapat niya ay 1. Eh, ilan yung summation of f? 4. Ito siya, ha? Now, susundan nyo lang po itong pattern na to, itong formulation natin na to. Okay? Ayan. Lagi nyo susundan yan. Constant yung formula na yan kahit na mag-iba po yung problem natin. Okay? No? So, next is, ano na yung kasunod? Yung f ay value ng f dito ay 2 at yung summation of f which is 4. 2 fourths. Or if you simplify this, that is 1/2. Yan. Okay? And then the last is, kung ang value ng f dito ay 1, and then yung summation of f is 4. So, ayan na po yung ating probability distribution sa ating step 3. Mas maganda ko nang inalis ko na yung 2 port kasi simplifiable, nasisimplify naman po yung 2 ports, kaya 1/2. So, yan na yung sagot natin sa ating step 3. Any question? Okay, so now, next. So, therefore, kapag magko-conclude lang tayo ay tatanggalin lang natin yung nasa gitna, which is yung number of occurred balls, and gagawin lang natin siyang nakapahiga. Yan. Okay? So, I hope na sana may natutunan kayo sa ating video. At ito po yung ating sagot sa last. This is the probability distribution or probability mass function of discrete random variable. Y is yan. So, kapag 0 ang blue balls is 1/4. Kapag may isa, 1/2. And kapag may dalawa is 1/4. And that's all for our
Maraming salamat po sa iyong pakikinig at panonood. I hope na sana may natutunan ka at may natutunan ka sa concept ng mga discussions natin at sana ay patuloy kang sumubaybay at manood at patuloy pang matuto pagdating sa mathematics. Muli po, ako po si Sir Gian at ito po ang numero ni G. Nagsasabi sa inyo ng isang makasaysayang goodbye and God bless you.